Hey, Geography 1301, I just want to go through a quick tutorial on making a KMZ file. It's kind of a review. So let's start with right here. We will take a look at, well, let's find a place. I'm gonna double click in here on the Earth, and let's see. Let's find White Sands National Monument. You see this right here? It's white area. That's White Sands National Monument. You can see it from space. It's referred to here as White Sands Desert. So let's say we want to make this a place. It pops up on my other screen there. Here we can move it around, and the untitled place mark is the title here. And we can change that to, I'm going to call it White Sands, and we could say it's place mark number 1. Down here we can write our description. And here we can use this icon right here to change it to, let's say, a green pointer thing. Now it's a green pointer thing, and you can see here it's a green pointer thing. And click OK. And now we see that it shows up over here. It reads number 1 White Sands, and it has a description. So what we can do, I'll get that out of my way. What we can do here is under My Places, if you right click, use the right button on your mouse, it pops up a menu, and you can add a folder. So we could call that folder, let's say activity 4. I'm just going to say 4.x because let's use an underscore instead of a period. 4.x, and you could write a description in here. This is activity 4.x for I don't know, sample assignment. Okay, and I click OK down here, and now I have an activity 4.x folder, and I can take my White Sands and click on it and hold it and drag it down into my folder. So I can put a subset of things in here. So I could put a folder, I could put create the folder, and I can put place marks in the particular folder. Now let's take a look at one other place. I think there's some sand dunes out here in Arizona. I'm just looking for sand dunes for the time being. Yeah, right here. Okay, you can see them. Sand dunes. By the way, if you click right here on Borders and Places and open up Labels, you'll see Geographic Features. Geographic features are these little, they look like peaks. They give you information. What they do is they click and they link to Wikipedia, but they give you information about usually mountaintops and a variety of other things, normally mountains. It's taken mine a few minutes to open, but there we go. We have an elevation profile, and down here an image will pop up, and we can take a tour of it if we want and gather more information that will eventually show up here as it continues to load. While that's going, let's go back here to this desert region here. You can see the sand dunes right through here, and let's say we want to mark this as a place, and it's untitled now, but we could give it a mark, California sand dunes. Right here we write a description, click OK, and you'll see that, well, here, I spelled it wrong. Let's say you did this, what I just did. I spelled it wrong and I didn't put a number 2 in it. So if we want to edit it, oh, not that. If you right click, using the right mouse button, not the left, right click and go to properties, you can edit what it says. So sand dunes, and I wanted it to be number 2. So I just changed it to number 2 right here, click OK again. So to review that real quick, we can change it by clicking on it with the left mouse button and then right click. Anytime you right click on something in Windows, it gives you a menu, and then here we can rename it if we need to, which it blanked it all out. Uh-oh. So we say 2 point something California sand dunes and click enter. It's still there. I right click on it again and I can get the properties so that I can edit anything down here and add to it if I need to. Okay, so what we have now is a folder and items within the folder. But the sand dunes I didn't put in the folder. So let's take sand dunes. Let me get in closer here. Let's take sand dunes and we want to drag it up to this folder. And now it's in the folder, but it's out of order. We can take it and we can drag it below and it's in order. Now this activity right here, what we can do to save it all is we click on My Places, right click, left click rather, on My Places, and then if you right click you get the menu and you can save the place as, and here I can save it on my computer with a particular name. We're going to call it oh, I don't know, sand dune practice, and we click save, and you got to remember where you're putting it. Click save, and now we can actually close this. Let's see, we can file, we can delete it if we want to, because we've already saved it. We delete it from Google Earth, and then you can open it up again here. You can't see this. So I deleted it, and then I'm going to go up here to File, Open, and it's in. This is where I had saved it. We called it Sand Dunes Practice. Double click. Here we are, Sand Dunes. It's Sand Dunes Practice KMZ, and you see that little triangle right there? If you click that triangle open, it pops down all the things we just created. And there's our activity 4.x. We could name this activity 4.x if we wanted to by clicking rename, and you can rename the file. I gotta have both hands here. Rename the file to activity 4.x. So there are a variety of things you can do with your KMZ files in order to save them for class, and you can just upload this to our class just like you would any other sort of folder or file. So there you go. Holler at me if you have questions about this. Talk to you guys later.